Hi, this is Paora with Spiritsol. I'm happy to be with you today, and I have some really fascinating ideas to talk to you about. There was a woman online that asked this interesting question, and the question was something like, should I live? And this question really triggered me because it has so many ramifications and so many concerns wrapped around it. And so I want to talk to you about that today. The interesting part about this question is that she claimed that she had had a lot of trauma in her life, things were not going well. The question, should I live, has other ramifications as well. It means that most likely that she is not dealing with the situation that she has in her life. And she expressed how the past events in her life are causing her to question herself and her life in general. And so it brought up in something really strong in me that I talk about when I'm doing my coaching with my clients, and that is that if we focus on the things of the past, if we are constantly reminiscing about what has gone on, particularly the difficult situations, then we are not utilizing our willpower and our brains very well. What I mean by that is that we have the power to think. So this happens to me all the time. I remember a particular mistake that I had when I was younger, that something happened that I screwed up at work or something like that, and it comes to me. Now in that moment, I have many options as to what I can do with that thought. I can think about the mistake some more. I can get all depressed, I can get sad, I can feel like I'm a loser, like I'm a failure. But there are also some other thoughts that can be thought about in that moment. For example, one of the thoughts is to say, okay, I messed up here, but I've learned from this and I'm choosing to not have that mistake occur again in my life because I have figured out, okay, this is what happened, and then I want to move on. The other more optimistic, I think more positive aspect of this is to change that thought. In other words, that thought is from the past. It's nothing we can do about it. It's gone. It's many years ago. And there's really not any value in spending time thinking about that and processing that thought because basically it's gone. It's in the past. And to allow it to have control over your present moments is to give it so much power that it allows you to be depressed and discouraged. And this is what this woman was doing also. So in the moment that that thought occurs, that I'm not enough, I'm worthless, I don't have any value, we can also shift to a new thought, which is the opposite of that, which is I am worth infinite amount. I am actively improving my life. I'm actively progressing. And I am strong, and I am love. All of these thoughts are counter to the thought that's causing us so much trouble. And these thoughts are choices that we make based on our willpower. Our willpower says, I want to make my life the best I possibly can. I want to improve my life and to make it something that is interesting and valuable and something that I can enjoy. Each thought that we process, each thought that we think about, that we get into, shifts our body. You can experiment with this very easily. Think about the thought that you are worthless, that you are not value, that you are just mistake prone. Think about that for a moment, and then feel your body. You can feel an active shift in the energy in your body whenever you process a thought like that. You lose energy, you're drained. The more you think about it, the more depressed, the more down you are as a result of processing and thinking about that thought. Now, you can also take the opposite of that, which is to say, I am love, I am powerful, I am interesting, and I have value. Think about those thoughts. Can you feel the change? What's happening is your energy inside you shifts. That thought changes how you feel. You always, all of a sudden, feel better about yourself. Life is a little bit better. In addition, there are chemical changes that go on in our bodies as well. Many people talk about endorphins and all the different chemicals that are processed, and those thoughts are all started by the thoughts precede the emotions and the feelings in our body and the chemicals that are distributed. The brain is very, very smart. It's very, very intelligent. And when we think about healthy things, what happens is that our body responds with healthy responses. So we can shift how we think, we can shift how we feel as a result of shifting our thoughts, and we can move to new places almost instantly. We can move to new places and make our lives better in every instance. The question, shall I live, is very interesting because once you get these tools, once you figure out that you can shift your mind, you can shift how you feel, you can shift the chemicals in your body, you can shift how you look at your life and the future, then you realize that your life is a creation. You are creating a world, just like the divine apparently have created things. And the world you're creating is your own. This world, this is what you're living, is created by what you think about and what you choose to process. So in a very real way, what's happening is you are a creator. You are creating a world. The world is the creation of yourself and your life and what occurs in each moment. This question, shall I live, brings up some other very interesting concerns for me. For the better part of 35 years, I have had conversations with the divine who represent themselves as God, Goddess, and Jesus. And these entities are loving, caring, very, very intelligent, very wise entities, and they are available to every one of us just through our thoughts. And through my questioning over the years, I have discovered that death is not really what a lot of people think it is. In other words, you may think that you can take your life and just have a kind of a vacation from all of the pains and the difficulties and the depression and sadness that you have here on earth. But that's not the case, because in the moment that you give up your body, in that moment, you become aware of yourself, and you are facing the same thoughts, the same concerns, the same depressions, the same patterns that you found when you had a body. And it's much easier to deal with these concerns and problems when you have a body, because the body is intrinsically so amazing, so beautiful, so intelligent, so capable, and all the sensations, the feelings, the emotions, everything that we feel is so rich and so interesting that we can enjoy ourselves better in a lot of ways because we have a body. So it's much better to shift our thinking, shift how we process our life, and enjoy the body. Think about what you can see around you. Think about what you can feel. Think about what you are sensing about other people. Think about the many joys that life gives you and the things you're able to do and experience. It's so wonderful. Life is so great. Yes, you should live. You should live. Live fully. Live with all the best opportunities that are available to you. Not only should you live, but you should include the divine in your life. You can connect with the intelligence, with the wisdom of the ages. You can have conversations and develop relationships with these entities who love you and care for you, who are so beautiful in terms of being able to support and love and care for you. So my suggestion here, my assertion is that the best life is not just this life where we're engaging with our body, with our minds and other people and the things that are around us. I say include everything into your life which includes the intelligence of the universe. The intelligence of the universe is there, controlling and helping, assisting, and supporting our body, our minds at all times. All we have to do is tap into that source and have those conversations so that we can improve ourselves and make our life better. There will be a time that we choose to pass to the next stage. And at that point, we leave our bodies here and we become this intelligence that is a part of the universe. But we're a part of the universe now. We can have it all. We can have the connection with the universe, connection with the wisdom and the intelligence of the ages, and have our body right now. There's nothing that holds us back except ourselves. There are so many beautiful aspects to life that can be enjoyed. And then when you include this other connection, this connection with the universe, with connection with the wisdom, and these entities that love and care for us so much, then our life becomes the most advanced, the most evolved, the most interesting that's possible. It's not to say without that connection that you can't enjoy your life, because millions and billions of people do this. But we are connected all the time already. This is not something that I'm proposing that just started anew. What I'm proposing is you have conversations, that you have connections, that you develop relationships, so that when you do transition to that next stage, that you'll know them, and it'll be like joining with your friends that you've been having conversations with for many, many years. It's such a beautiful concept, a beautiful vision of what's possible. My assertion here is that we can have it all. We can enjoy our lives, we can enjoy our bodies, we can enjoy our souls, and we can include the divine at a highest level possible to make our existence here even more beautiful and more wonderful, so that when the transition occurs, it will be just like going home. And because we know them, we enjoy them, we have participated and connected and conversed with them for many years in many instances, then it's like a new welcoming. It's like a homecoming of sorts. So the question, shall I live, is a resounding yes. Live fully. Work on facing your emotions and facing your thoughts of the past. Work on evolving and developing yourself, connecting with other people, with our inner self, with the universe, with the entities that are available to us to connect with and converse with. Life is so great. It's so wonderful. And I encourage you to get into your life to make it the most amazing that's possible, and to enjoy every moment, even the tough times, because every one of those tough moments has some love and some learning and some very wonderful opportunities built into that. So here's my plea to you. Find the greatest aspects of your life and enjoy them. Be in them. Challenge yourself to shift your thoughts. Challenge yourself to live in your body and to enjoy it in all it has to offer to you. And enjoy giving to others. Enjoy connecting to the divine. Enjoy it all. Have the greatest time possible. I'm Paora, and I'm grateful to you, and I love you. And I say that honestly and sincerely. And I want you to live your very best life, and I'll help you in any way I possibly can. Thank you.